Mid-morning, let us explore the 19th poem of the Tao Te Ching. This is Lama Jigme Gyatso of the Buddha Joy Meditation School. Welcome to Meditate Like a Jedi. This is the Lama you are looking for. This morning, we could chant and meditate and enjoy a lesson or two. But first, if you love Star Wars and you wish to meditate as profoundly as young Luke Skywalker upon Dagobah under the guidance of Yoda, be sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell. If at any point during this morning's live stream you have a question about meditation, philosophy, or even chanting, there is no need to be shy. Simply type your question in the chat window on the right-hand side of the screen. Unless you're watching a replay, then you want to type your question in the comment area below the video. Abandon holiness and forsake cleverness, and the people will be 100 times better off. Where is my magnifying glass? The kindness and wisdom that flow from centered spontaneity are infinitely more beneficial than their contrived analogues. Abandon kindness and forsake righteousness, and the people will love and obey the other. Forsake the contrived analogues of love and kindness if you wish the needs of others to be respected spontaneously and sincerely, and from the heart. Abandon cunning and forsake selfishness, and thieves and robbers will vanish. When love and wisdom mutate into selfishness and cunning, violence and exploitation abound. Yet these three sayings are like decorations and not enough, hence use this to guide you. Let's take a deeper dive. Take 3. Be like undyed silk and uncarved wood. Restrain self-interest and contain desire. Stop studying and worries will end. Abandon the polish of contrivance as well as conniving selfishness and greed. The benefits of contrived learning are nothing compared to the understanding that flows from centered spontaneity. I'm now going to subject you to an entire minute of housekeeping. Every 12 hours, I broadcast a live meditation class, sometimes even more than that, without any ads. With your help, this channel could help support the next generation of nuns, monks, yogis, lamas, and even brick-and-mortar meditation centers, each replete with a resident teacher and their apprentice. If this speaks to you, if it sounds like a good idea to you, use your smartphone's camera to capture this QR code, or simply click one of the donation links in the description area below the video. Oh, excuse me. Let us train in empathy and enthusiasm by performing the recitations of bodhicitta and refuge. May I liberate all beings from the tyranny of hating, craving, and clinging by relying on the Buddha's example, instructions, and students. May I liberate all beings from the tyranny of hating, craving, and clinging by relying on the Buddha's example, instructions, and students. May I liberate all beings from the tyranny of hating, craving, and clinging by relying on the Buddha's example, instructions, and students. Bliss and letting go serve as an antidote to craving and are known by many names, such as completion stage, Anu Yoga, Bindu Mahamudra, Tikle Dzogcha, and here as Lama Kieno, or calling the teacher as from afar. Kind Lama, please come to the crown of this head and aid my training in bliss and letting go. Right view and right aspiration serve as an antidote to hating that are known by many names, such as Ngondro, Vipassana, and contemplation. So let's now explore how craving can exacerbate our experience of stress by silently and mentally reciting the rhetorical question. During the in-breath, we could mentally recite, how could craving? And during the out-breath, we could mentally recite the second half of the question, feel stressful. Let us now train in compassion by mentally reciting, all beings stress, may I soothe. So here's the trick. We don't have to emote, we don't have to visualize, we don't have to believe. If all we do is silently and mentally recite these words, in harmony with our inhalation and our exhalation and our relaxation, we will make progress. Let us train in impermanence but through the silent and mental recitation of the rhetorical question, how could this always change? Let us train in not self, that we might better let go. By working with the rhetorical question, how could this not be me? Bliss and letting go serve as an antidote to craving and are known by many names, such as completion stage, Anu Yoga, Bindu Mahamudra, Tigle Dzogchen, and in this case, as Lama Naljor or Guru Yoga. May Lama's mind blend with his bladder mind, for they both share the same empty nature. So bladder is the approximate area between the navel and the pelvis. May Lama's mind blend with his bladder mind, for they both share the same empty nature. We will explore the emptiness in just a few minutes. May Lama's mind blend with his bladder mind, for they both share the same empty nature. We're going to, let us now contemplate, let us bring our experience of the circumstantial into the dance of impermanence and interdependence. Let us use the verb melt as a metaphor of impermanence whose contemplation can aid us in leapfrogging over our clinging tendencies. And let us use the inference of absorption as a metaphor of interdependence to help us to leapfrog over our competitive tendencies. Let us bring the physical into wisdom's dance of impermanence and interdependence. Let us bring communications experience of the interpersonal into wisdom's dance of impermanence and interdependence. Let us bring the mental into impermanence and interdependence. Love and letting go serve as antidotes to hating and are known by many names, such as generation stage, creation stage, Mahayoga, Tantra Mahamudra, and Tokal Dzogchen. Let us lovingly wish that all minds of all beings are now as peaceful as a Buddha's mind, symbolized by a one-syllable mantra such as the syllable Ah. May each being's experience of the interpersonal, whoops, that's an error. May each being's experience of the interpersonal and now be as joyful as a Buddha's communication symbolized by mantra. Let us lovingly wish that all bodies of all beings now enjoy the health of an enlightened archetype of lore. Let us lovingly wish that all circumstances now enjoy the safety and good fortune of a Buddha's paradise or Pure Land or Vati of legend. Let's shift gears from love to letting go and contemplate how it is that as we breathe in, our circumstances could seem quite apparent, and yet as we physically relax into our exhalation, these exact same circumstances could feel as if they were as non-graspable as a cloudless sky or like a paradise comprised only of light. Let us explore how odd it is that as we breathe in, our bodies could feel rather sensual, and yet, as we relax into our exhalation, these exact same bodies could begin to feel as if they were as non-graspable as an enlightened archetype comprised only of light. As we breathe in, let us explore how our experience of the interpersonal could sound rather resounding. And yet, as we relax into our exhalation, this exact same communication could feel as if it was as non-graspable as a mantra comprised only of light. As we breathe in, we can explore how mind's functions can appear to us quite clearly. Functions such as sights, sounds, sensations, flavors, scents, and the like, as well as emotions, intentions, thoughts, memories, and imaginings. And yet, as we relax into our exhalation, mind's exact same functions could begin to feel, oopsie, where's the thingy? As if they were as non-graspable as a vast empty void, or perhaps like a seed mantra such as ah, comprised only of light. Awareness and letting go, which serve as an antidote to clinging, while also slicing through the fundamental duality of dread and desire, are known by many names, such as Chan, Zen, Jhana, Great Completion Stage, Mahasandhi, Ati Yoga, and Sutra Mahamudra, as well as Trekcho Dzogchen. And the great irony is, despite all those fancy polysyllabic words, the practice is ridiculously easy. Every time we breathe in, we automatically access our sympathetic nervous system, which is wired to perceive vulnerably, passively, viscerally, and mentally. That is why during each inhalation we can mentally recite, notice this. But what are we to do with all the stuff that we notice? Fortunately, during every exhalation, our parasympathetic nervous system has evolved to both physically relax as well as mentally release. That is why during each exhalation, it may behoove us to silently and mentally recite, relaxing. It's 36 minutes after the hour. Let's meditate. And remember, if at any point during this live stream you have a question about meditation or philosophy, simply type that question in great detail in the chat window. Having meditated for 25 minutes or so, let us return to a love contemplation. Lovingly wishing that all minds enjoy the peace of an enlightened mind, symbolized by a one-syllable mantra known as bija, or a seed. Let us lovingly wish that all beings experience the interpersonal joy symbolized by a mantra. May all bodies of all beings enjoy the blissful health of an enlightened form symbolized by an enlightened archetype. Let us lovingly wish that all circumstances of all beings now be as safe and as fortunate as a paradise of legend. Let us perform a chant of impermanence, zeal, and love. May each being take auspicious rebirth, master the Buddha's path, and then help all others do likewise. Let's perform a chant of ethics and kindness. May all beings practice of kind communication, conduct, and calmness, fliss, spontaneous, and uncontrived. And now let us chant the four immeasurables. May everyone be free from stress, may everyone be happy, may no one be separated from the happiness. May everyone have balance from the tyranny of hating, craving, and clinging freed. If you feel I have earned it, type something in the chat window, give this live stream a thumbs up, and share it on social media. In approximately 3 hours, I would love to return for Friday's afternoon meditation. Until then, may you and yours be happy and healthy. And if you are as geeky as me, this is the way.